This is Winning Cures Everything. Here's your host, Gary Seegers.
Happy Thursday. It's April the 18th. Let's dive into all of these wonderful things. I am Gary Seegers, your host. You can follow me on Twitter at GaryWCE. You can follow the show at Winning Cures on Twitter or Facebook.com/WinningCuresEverything. Make it easy on yourself. Just go to WinningCuresEverything.com. It's got everything there. Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe on your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, etc. Share the show out. Leave some nice reviews. All of those wonderful things. Here is the rundown for today's show. It is going to be short. It is going to be quick. I've had very little time to prep, but we're doing it anyway because damn, why not, right? NFL schedule reveal was last night. We're going to talk about a few things that we noticed from that. The AAC and the SEC have a basketball scheduling alliance, which is kind of ridiculous, and I'm going to explain why. And then I've got some daily picks for this evening's games. First off, the show is brought to you by mybookie.ag. Use promo code WCE50 for a 50% deposit bonus. So basically, you put in $1,000, they're going to give you $500 to play with for free. It's the best online sportsbook layout out there. It is perfect for recreational bettors. You just want to figure out the gambling game? This is the best place to do it. mybookie.ag, promo code WCE50. Let's fire away. Let's get into this. The NFL schedule was released, and holy crap, did the New Orleans Saints get a raw deal on this thing. They got a Super Bowl winning schedule without actually playing in the Super Bowl. It was, their schedule is unbelievable. Just unbelievable. Let's see. There we go, the Saints. They have open up with the Houston Texans. They play both Texas playoff teams. They got to play the Rams and the Seahawks early. It's brutal. It's going to be very difficult for them to get back to the NFC Championship game because of this schedule. After that, the Patriots, they don't have to play a single playoff team for the first 8 weeks. Are you kidding me? What is this? Mexico gets another game. They've got the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. I can tell that the NFL is trying their best to take the Chargers away from LA as often as possible because they don't sell tickets in a stadium that seats like 29,000 people, right? So they're taking the Chargers to Mexico. Last year they had one of their home games in London, and they will continue to do this. The Browns got 4 primetime games. The Monday night stuff, though, they're playing on the road. They got to play at the Jets in the second week for the Monday night game. I feel like the Browns probably should have gotten a Monday night primetime game. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but with Odell Beckham and with Baker Mayfield and that whole bunch, I really thought that they would get a Monday night game. Let's see. I'm trying to open the chat thing here. I didn't think about that before we started, but like I said, this is going to be a quick one. There we go. We've got our chat open, and let's see. What else did I see from this? All the history stuff looks like it could be really, really cool. I'm a fan of that. Brian Flores, the Miami Dolphins coach. Yeah, this is welcome to the NFL. Welcome to being a head coach. They've got the Ravens, Patriots, Cowboys, and Chargers all out of the gate. That's brutal. Aaron Rodgers and Matt LaFleur, that whole thing with Green Bay and what are they going to do with the offense and whatnot? Yeah, they open with just a murderer's row. That is Chicago, Minnesota, Denver, Philly, and Dallas. All really good defensive teams. We'll see what Aaron Rodgers and Matt LaFleur can scheme up for that. Other than that, the Thanksgiving games, I was a little disappointed in that. We had the Bears-Lions and the Falcons-Saints last year. Granted, the Falcons-Saints was in New Orleans. This year is going to be in Atlanta. And then you got Bills and Cowboys, which I get it, NFL history stuff, but we want games that are going to be entertaining that day. And yeah, Bears-Lions is always entertaining. It's a divisional game. Bills-Cowboys, Maybe if the Bills are good this year, Saints-Falcons is always going to be fun, but, man, you just watched it last year on the same day. Give us something else. Give me something to look forward to enjoy. Oakland, their stuff looks cool. The biggest thing here is that Patrick Mahomes is an absolute star. They've got 5 primetime games. That is obviously the most you can have, along with the Steelers and the Cowboys. Lamar Jackson, they absolutely served him up an easy slate to begin with. Miami, Cleveland, Kansas City, and Cincinnati. It is the 4 worst defenses from 2018, all in the first 6 weeks. So we'll see what happens with that. All in all, I think it was pretty good. I think the schedule for ESPN, for Fox, for Thursday night, for the Monday night, Sunday night, Thursday night games are all great. I think CBS and Fox are pretty happy with what they got for Sunday afternoons. All in all, pretty good schedule. Nothing to really complain about with it. Let's move into the AAC and the SEC Basketball Alliance. So, from what I understand, this is going to set up basically the Big 12 SEC showdown. There's only 10 Big 12 teams. There's 14 SEC teams. So what this does is effectively guarantee that 4 teams from each conference are playing home-and-home series over the course of the next 2 seasons. That is going to be the teams that do not get selected for the SEC Big 12 Challenge, right? So last year it was Alabama, Baylor, Kentucky, Kansas, Vanderbilt, and somebody, Kansas State, Texas A&M, whatever. But this year, they're saying that they're going to do the SEC and the American Athletic Conference. Here is why that makes very little sense to me. At the top of the AAC, we're just going to go down from here. Houston, last year played LSU. Cincinnati, last year played Ole Miss and Mississippi State. Temple, last year played Missouri and somebody, I think South Carolina. UCF played Alabama. Memphis played Tennessee. Wichita State played Alabama. Tulsa, I don't believe, played anybody. I don't think USF did either. UConn, SMU, there's a few here and there that have played. I didn't even go through the rest of these guys' schedules, but they already play each other. This is somebody that the SEC schedules regularly in the non-conference. So I guess it's good that they set this up for the same date, although it's not in the press release. But they set it up for the same date to be kind of a showcase. But does anybody really want to watch Ole Miss against East Carolina? Or, Georgia against Southern Miss? Or not Southern Miss, Southern Methodist, SMU? Who wants to watch that? So, while it sounds great for the AAC, for the SEC, I don't know that this is great unless they're going to have, Houston, Memphis, Temple, Cincinnati, whatever. And even then, Cincinnati just lost their coach. It's just kind of a mess. So, all in all, good idea. On the other hand, they're already doing it. So, I guess it's cool to make it official, but this is such a whatever story. Let's go into today's gambling picks. Last night went 4-4. Lost $16 overall. That's after winning $20 the night before. I got 5 for you tonight. So, baseball, I've got the Mariners money line. That's plus 100. I'm putting $50 on that one. Warriors money line and Yankees money line parlay. I'm putting $100 on that to win 78. Phillies and Rockies first 5 under 6 runs. I'm putting $50 on that to win 40. Spurs minus 1.5 against the Nuggets first quarter line. $50 on that to win 43-48. And the Brewers plus 1.5 runs against the Dodgers. The Brewers are at home. I think they could win this game, but I'm also getting run support on this. $50 to win 30. Nothing crazy. If you want to go get the picks, they're over at winningcureseverything.com. You click on gambling picks up in the navigation bar, or you can click the link that's in the description of the video after you watch the show. We appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with us. As always, review the show, subscribe on your favorite podcast app, Apple Podcasts, Google Pod, whatever it is. But leave some nice reviews for us. We really appreciate you guys doing that. We appreciate the support. We will see you all again with a longer show tomorrow. Thanks for checking out Winning Cures Everything. If you want to keep up with us, hit subscribe on YouTube or your favorite podcast app. Visit the website at winningcureseverything.com, or you can like us on Facebook or follow us at Winning Cures, at Gary WCE, or at Chris B. Giannini on Twitter. Share out the show, leave a nice review, and make sure to comment and tweet at us.